They will run for the first time here with White. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it third down.
Mike, 6, right there, 56. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Back to throw. Holloway setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. 2 set. Touch there. Watch his split. Watch his split. Watch his split. Watch his split.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards, first down Niners. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They go play action here on first down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
And a 49er first down.
Set, ready. Good team on it. Good team on it.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, Michel. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 18-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
San Francisco.
Ready. Come in. I got. Strong right.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got?
No score after one on EA Sports.
Ready. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Coming this way, here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Holloway. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Holloway's pass.
Yeah, baby.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Holloway. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Cook. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
To throw on third down, Holloway. It's complete to Diggs. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. Trying Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 9, 6 yards.
He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On second down, they'll run with White. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On 3rd down, Holloway. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. 1st down, here's White. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the Niners' 11-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Set, ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. You can't block me. You can't block me. Rush it. Come on. Max box. Right.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete.
That man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I got it.
Looking to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Back to throw here. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? The same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive.
56, Mike 56, right there, 56.
From the gun, Holloway. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Holloway. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Niners take over.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Again, it's Michelle. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
All right, Brandon, normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now, Henry, Mike's 56. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw on 3rd down. Holloway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught by Evans. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. First down, 49ers.
Ready. Turn the ending. Watch the screen. Pass. Trump. Mike 51.
Back to throw now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. On 2nd down now, Michelle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They come out here in the I. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the toss, here's Michelle. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Switch.
Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Watch the slant.
To throw on 2nd down. Holloway. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence or maybe he starts a new streak now because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he was with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On second down, Cook, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Holloway. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Holloway looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hatch it. Hatch it.
On 4th down, Holloway. And that is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He sets to fight, and this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Evans, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking to throw. Holloway. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing on third and long. Holloway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Let's go. Squeeze. Watch the twist.
On fourth down, Holloway. And he's able to find Diggs. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Taken in at the 11. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. On the ground, this is Michel. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Holloway. He's got Smith here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Holloway forced out to his left. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's caught. Smith. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
56. 56, right there, 56. Quarterback, don't get nervous.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. from 6 yards away as they are able to cut into that lead. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football.
That's it, baby. We go work.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And it's Michel once again. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short.
Here we go again. Shift.
Now a toss left side, Michel. Well, they hit him in the backfield and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And